Hello there, beautiful Aquarius seeker. Welcome back to the Existential Shift. My name is Morgane. If you're new, I'm very grateful to have you here. I don't always like to do that, but press all the buttons. YouTube's algorithm is kind of changing and makes everybody go whack. So not just me, your favorite fabulous creators, just press all the buttons. Subscribe, the bell, all that. Even when you press not like, which I wouldn't like you to do that, but even when you do that, you're actually supporting someone's algorithm. So even to my haters out there, thank you. You're still helping me out. The computer just recognizes movement and interaction. When you literally walk into my channel, write the Existential Shift, and even if you press the dislike, you're actually supportive of me. It's such a great confirmation of how energy is always simply energy, whether by the matrix of our computers, of the World Wide Web, or of the cosmos. If they love you or if they hate you, if they give you credit or just quote your words without giving you credit, either way, they're sending energy your way. Just say thank you. Speaking of, the Tower and Four of Wands. That which seems to be destructive is actually creating a foundation for a strong, positive something. And yet, okay, different decks have different imagery and different symbolism and different vibe. And when I look into this Four of Wands here, it looks like an angry ass woman in this case. I'm sorry. Looking at this cauldron, kind of mixing something up, and I'm not actually getting a good vibe out of it. And this fire here kind of looks like the fire here, the lightning that strikes this tower and have two people. Oh shit, I can't believe I'm tapping into this narrative. Oh, I'm sorry, Aquarius. I shouldn't be surprised. For the past few months, you guys have had this energy of someone meddling with your energy. Dare I say, dark witchcraft. Now, don't get me wrong, I have nothing against the general notion of witchcraft. I mean, Morgane, come on, let's acknowledge who you are. But witch means actually witcha. It means the wise one. It's wisdom, not nasty ass manipulation and harm. Okay. My first tarot teacher used to always say that with a knife, you can, God forbid, kill someone, but you can also just cut salad. It's just a tool, or a skill, or a knowledge. Just like I started this conversation, everything is energy. So if someone knows how to how to work with energy, if they are an alchemist, just like chemists or even cooks, you mix up materials, whoops, something comes out of it. Lovely. You can cook something tasty and healthy and nutritious, and you can cook something imbalanced and greasy and gross and unhealthy. What do you do? What do you choose to do? Which matters do you choose to use? How do you choose to mix it all in? Anyway, I'm getting someone who chooses to mix it all in quite some nasty ass way and really wants, I don't like to give this type of message, but it's coming up super strong. And it connects to a good few months recently that you've had someone meddling, Aqua. For some of you, it's an older female. For some of you, it's someone that doesn't want to see you with someone, and they don't have respect to free will. They see their desire as the only will. it comes from a very controlling place. And you know, with power comes responsibility, but they don't seem to have any responsibility for anyone other than their themselves and their own self-interests. I want you to think, Aqua, and please don't get paranoid. I mean, if this doesn't strike a chord, this might not be your message. Watch your other placements. Please keep in mind these are general readings. Don't make life-changing decisions based off that. If you want to make sure, you can book a private reading with me. But you know, stop for a second and think. Does this make sense? Is my energy being shooketh in a way that makes no sense to me? Is there someone in my life that the connection between us is felt to be strong and positive, and yet somehow, with weird strikes of energy that seems not harmonious with what feels like supposed to be? You know, if you feel that and you think maybe there's someone that is meddling, then consider that. I mean, I'm mumbling and I'm beating and I'm going around and round in circles with my words because it's hard for me to tell you this. It's hard for me to even accept that people will do that. Like, I've had my disappointments, you know, things that didn't go the way I planned, but fighting the soul's free will, this is, I think, because I see these two people like falling out of the tower here, and this fire and this woman kind of mixing, like I don't see it as the Four of Wands at all. I see it as a very different Four of Wands today. I take it to a completely different place today. This is in your recent past, but is currently still felt. A destruction of something that ideally should not have been destroyed, that is a result of someone meddling with your energy. Now, witchcraft obviously could be, you know, mixing up materials in a cauldron and burning all kinds of stuff. But it can also be a very focused exertion of will. When someone is really focused on wanting something to happen in a certain way, and they say a lot of prayers and chants and constantly think it and echo their emotions towards it, and if your channel of communication is open to this person, say you see them on a regular basis, say your energy is open to them, say you tell them about your life, let's say if you tell them secrets or tell them giving them energy in any way, then I think they're kind of transmuting it against you somehow. Now, I don't know if it's because they have something against you or it's because they want you and they have something against the person that you truly want. The worst cases I've seen are actually succubus cases where people are actually got married to someone who's leeching on their energy and has messed up every good opportunity they had with another soulmate or soulmates to have them belong to them, and they've just manipulated their energy in a way that made them codependent on them energetically. This could be someone who isn't a codependent personality, could be very independent and strong in their life, but energetically they're very codependent on that person. And you know, a good way to know is if your money is going bad and if your health is going bad, and if your energy levels are dropping. Obviously, it could be a result of other things and of decisions that you're making. But if you suspect, then that's one of the signs to know. That someone is like succubus type of energy, someone who's just leeching on your life force. And the physical expression, as I said, is that the more miserable you become, it seems like the stronger and healthier and vibrant they seem to be. It's like, how is it that I'm giving you so much, doing so much for you? You look and feel so great, and I'm just... But we started this with me being so strong and vital, and now I'm crumbling, kind of thing. And I'm sorry, the card that fell, the Lovers. And this is so symbolic with the imagery to what I just said. There's this energy here. Normally I love dragons, but it doesn't really seem friendly here. There's this energy that wants to take this woman here to the bottom of the ocean and just eat it, basically. And then there's this energy from the sky that's trying to battle it. Now here, she seems to be eyes wide open. She recognized the danger in here. She recognized the salvation in here, which is a good sign, because a lot of people who are affected by energy manipulation oftentimes see their perpetrator as their savior. Because perpetrator will try to present themselves as their savior. Oh, you have to listen to me. I know what's best for you. Without me, they'll eat you up alive. You need me. You need my energy. You need my presence. You can't do anything without me, and you have to be there for me. You have to do this and this for me, and blah, blah, blah. So they put on a facade. They don't dress themselves as a evil monster, right? Oh my God, look at the color of her dress and look at the color of her dragon. What you thought was this strong, benevolent, knowing energy now seems to be, now you see the truth, Aquarius. Some of you are just, because something happened that shook you and that made you realize. There's a big realization. Someone that you thought was on your side, you now realize was just messing things and being manipulative. If it's not a love interest, this could be a coworker or a boss that pretended to be on your side and encouraging you, while all that time they were stealing your ideas and presenting them as theirs. Okay? I recently found out that a former student of mine that I had a very strong gut instinct a while back to stop teaching her. And on the surface, reason-wise, logical-wise, it didn't seem to make sense, my very intense, sudden, abrupt cutting of her. And she was shook, and I felt a little bit bad afterwards, but my gut instinct was telling me something I shouldn't. Something is off. And now, a couple of years later, I find that she uses my knowledge as if it's hers. So, she'll run out of the notes that she managed to take from the little time that I taught her. And then see what's your original thinking. Because, look, everything was already said, okay? And tarot, it's an ancient tool that has been around for ages, way before I started doing tarot, obviously. And a lot of us really, truly recycle knowledge, and that's okay, because if it's a truth, then we need to just say it. But we all have our way of, originally, creatively make interpretations and make them come to life and bring with it our own life experience and knowledge and other things that we've attained. And even till today, on my tarot masterclass, on my online tarot masterclass on Vimeo, at the description at the bottom, I give full acknowledgments and credit to my first tarot teacher that gave me such strong foundations. And I vividly remember him constantly mentioning his mentor at the time. We are all a pilation of our own knowledge and things that we've gathered from situations, from life experience, from people, from our teachers. I am all of my teachers. I am all of the books that I've read, right? I am all of the relationships I've went through and all of my friendships. And it's an honor for me to credit others. And that's wonderful. But when you take something that is original and creative by someone else and make it as if it's your own. I mean, quotations, I didn't say it, imitation is the best form of flattery, right? Occasionally, yeah, mention that it's a quote, or God forbid, give credit. Now, I don't make a big deal out of it because I already know what energy is. I just take it as a compliment, take the energy of it, and am great and thank my gut instincts that were so strong, you know. I received confirmation a couple years later. Like, I didn't really truly know why I was doing that, and now I know, and that's okay. And I wish this person well and success, but hopefully on her own, in her own creative path, because, you know, there's just so much you can imitate, you know, and people recognize that it's not yours. At one point you'll say something that isn't yours, and then someone will ask you a question to kind of, you know, go deeper into that, and you won't know what to say because it didn't come from your neurotransmitters. Whatever. I went into a rant, but it seems like there could be someone that have been taking what is yours energetically wise and kind of trying to make it theirs, and now you're realizing it and you're fighting to take back your energy. Aqua, be vigilant as fuck. I'm not saying go on a tantrum and slander whatever. I didn't plan on saying what I just said, and I'm definitely not telling her anything, and I'm definitely not going to start posting about it or like any angry stuff, because that will just make me look bad. But by being aware, immediately you can be like, all the lost pieces of my soul and of my energy taken from me by intent or by inintent, by ill intent or by mistake, I ask them to return to me. And the minute you do that, it will just automatically come back to you. Yes, in other dimensions we are all one, but not in this dimension. In this dimension, separation exists, and in order to survive this separation layer and to learn and evolve with it, not around it, I always say the only way out is in. Through the separation you find unison, because you learn better about who and what you are. And by strengthening your energy, not weakening your energy, you're actually growing closer to source. So within this dimension and experience of separation, boundaries are very important and ought to be honored. A give and take, a reciprocity, has got to happen with the free will and with honoring of the person's heart, mind, and soul and spirit. And body, of course. So don't tell yourself, oh, I have to just give and give and give because of unison. Because what is giving you back? Huh? And then you're not growing into part of unison. You're actually getting depleted, and you're going to the lower levels of even more separation. Honor thyself and your boundaries. And yes, protect what is yours. Absolutely. Just have class about it, you know? Have class about it. Because it doesn't matter who did what first. When you speak ill of anyone, it doesn't matter if they deserve it or whatever, you also vicariously speak ill of yourself. So just be smart about the way you do it, but still, do it. Light a candle. Focus on its flame. Ask for it to represent your energy, your creativity. And ask for it to be, you know, to all of it to be focused on the candle. Just breathe it in. Back in. Simple. Okay? And with the Lovers here right after the Tower, I feel like there has been an eye-opening moment, Aquarius, and now you're taking a strong decision of redirecting yourself and your energy only to where it's worthy. Amazing confirmation, Ace of Wands. We just spoke of the flame and of the will and of the identification of your own special original blueprint. Manifestation of creativity. Hara, the center, the fire, the inner flame. What do you want? What do you create? What is your flame? And when you focus that burn out into the universe, that's very powerful manifestation, because the energy isn't being spread out thing, 9 of Wands. Don't spread your energy thin. Yeah, you know what you want. You know what you have to fight for. You have a lot of power. This almost, it's like when, because this is such a strong figure. Look at him. I don't see the normal PTSD, paranoid aspect of the 9 of Wands here. This deck is so creative and unique. I see a very strong personality that takes back what is his or what is hers, that was given to him or her from source. I'm also getting an uprooting of something that was like holding on to your energy for a long time. Some sort of energetic invasion. Guys, this could be like, there's always a physical manifestation to it. So this could be someone in your life that had a very strong effect on you and a hold on you and some sort of control over you. And you're just ripping it off from the ground, like taking its roots out. Like, oh, you're not messing with my energy anymore. There's a lot of power on this table, taking back their power. Aquarius, did I mention that this is for January 2020? Happy New Year. Happy Yule. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. New decade. I am doing a special extended for the New Year / new decade of a karmic shift and liberation. So we'll see probably deeper into the deep reasons of why you're experiencing things like that, or anything. I do over there, I see into your generational ancestral karma, your past lifetimes karma, your current life self-made karma, how it all affects your current love life and your current career and finances, extra advice, and all that jazz that I do. And then I pull out runes and gypsy oracles and I Ching oracles and Akash Records oracles, and it's fantastic. If you want to see an example to that, watch Ophiuchus that I posted for free on my channel. I already uploaded Taurus and Leo. Today I'll do Aquarius. And yeah, all the information is in the description box, by the way, alongside a way to book a private reading with me, to check out my online tarot masterclass. I'm shuffling. I'm waiting, guys. And what else? There's new merch. If you want to check that out, it's also underneath the video. Yeah, I said it all. Oh, if you want specifically a love extended, the December one is very much so relevant. I'm recording this in December. It's you and your special of interest, double pentagram spread extended. Everything is below. Check it out. Anyway. Aquarius, January. What is this? Show me more, please. Show me more for Aquarius. You have your eye on a goal, and you're willing to do whatever it takes to get there. Take back what is yours. I keep getting take back what is yours. Wow, more fire. Aqua, there's a lot of fire in your reading. The Emperor. Now there's very strong Mars energy, especially with the tower here. You are so empowered this month. If you're not feeling it right now, wait for it. The burn is coming. Some of you are moving from chopping wood to sitting on a throne. Well-earned status or victory. The Emperor is a very strong divine masculine energy. In 3D, it's the manager, the CEO, the boss, the leader, the inspiration, the go-to, the father, the patriarch, the husband, the chariot. Aquarius. There's also now movement here, possibly travel. If you are driving, drive slow. The amount of energy that is returning to you is going to be overwhelming, and you'll face the challenge of trying to harness it in a focused direction and not let it spread thin again, or take it into or pull you into different directions. You hold the reins on these horses that represent different energies in you. You set the route. And set the route to victory. Because this energy here is screaming, take back your power and win. Aquarius, I don't know what this is, but I don't want to be in your way. Very strong masculinity here. You might find something in common with the Leo reading, because Leo's had a divine masculine that, you know, has a plan. And I named it All Fair in Love and War. All is fair in love and war. So there's a similar type of energy here. And Leo is your natural counterpart. It's every Aqua has a Leo in them, and every Leo has an Aqua in them. So show me more, please. Explain to me. Okay, that's too much. Explain to me this Chariot for Aquarius for January, or whenever you're guided to watch this. Two of Cups. So there's a strong Cancerian energy. Maybe some of you have Cancer placements, or you're dealing with someone with strong Cancer placements, because these are two Cancer cards. So this could be fighting for love, because the Emperor is the divine masculine with a natural counterpart of the Empress, the divine feminine. And it's like, it starts with a little bit challenge of like having both the dual energies that are very strong and that are returning to you, to your field, your auric field, taking them from kind of shaking each other up and not necessarily like synchronizing, to super synchronizing. This is a very harmonious aspect of duality. This is seeing eye to eye. This is balance. This is flow. Being in the vortex, as Abraham Hicks likes to say, right? It's like, and also I love the imagery from going from very dusty, earthy, dry earth to very watery, flowing energy. Somebody might be traveling to see you, Aquarius, or you're traveling to see them, or you're traveling with someone. This could be something new, because I have the Ace of Wands here. Although, I think this could be a return. So for those of you, for example, whom the narrative suits a situation where someone was meddling in a connection you had. This might be you fixing it, trying to communicate, trying to explain, trying to bring harmony back into the situation. And if not, this could be something completely new for you. These look like the same people here. The people that we have in the Lover's card. You see her? You see him? They have a similar appearance. I think it's the same individuals. This could also be choosing between your fears and love. So this could be someone that you already know or someone completely new, but this could be a matter of making a strong decision to choose love over your low frequency energies or fears or attachments, all that gunk. This might be you battling your own inner demons. This could also be a masculine that had a dual energy of positive and negative, of destruction and creation. That was, what's the word? Self-sabotaging themselves. It doesn't have to be an exterior source. It could have been them having the energy of self-sabotage, and that manifested with people who messed things up for them. Does that make sense? That the source came from them. The origin of it came from them, from within them. It's also a possibility. But this is taking a very strong effort to battle through that. Very good vibe from this Two of Cups here. Show me more about this for Aquarius for January, please. The full moon in Cancer might be a meaningful time for some of you. It's on January 10th, and then there's a lunar eclipse of the world. So January 10th, full moon might be meaningful for some of you. The world card, it will be. January is going to be like a really good completion of some sort. And you're right here, by the way. These are all the fixed signs that we see. Scorpio, Aquarius, you, Leo, and Taurus. Traveling is once again appearing. Can you further explain to me this world card, please? For Aqua, I feel like there's more to this. For Aquarius, for January. 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, I sensed something. It's again this purple energy that we don't like. Only in this case. Normally I love purple. Let's see the colors. What with her, with the dress and the monster, and now with the rotten grapes. Okay. Don't fight to save energy that is dead. Because if it's dead, it's because the power and energy that you took back is killing it. It wasn't good for you. Pull out the dead weeds. If you have plants in your home that are dead, throw them out. Bury them outside. Say a prayer, say a blessing. Don't leave inside your premises anything that has the energy of rot. Yeah, I'm getting to make sure that everything around you is alive and vital, because that's an energy that can also help your energy to be alive and vital. There's also maybe like, if some of you are feeling like no matter how much you work, how much you do, how talented you are, how much you try, you seem to always be in lack financially, like there's a hole in the bucket. Stop filling the bucket that has a hole and close the hole. If you have a leaky aura, dun dun dun, don't make a big fuss out of it. Many of us have that. Traumas, energetic manipulations, a lot of drugs and alcohol, things that really reduce our frequency, can create massive tear in our auric field. And that allows all kinds of energy to come in. Also, those of us who are not stable in the 3D, in the physical world, but do a lot of energy work and spiritual work, that can cause that too, because if we don't have a strong enough foundations, an anchor to pull us back into reality, or to maintain us here, that is also the thing that creates the energetic protection. Because you open a door, you don't know what comes in. Think of it like someone who, in the midst of the biggest bug season, when they live outdoors, they open a window without a net. So yeah, breeze comes in and the great scent of nature comes in, but also a whole lot of, bugs and dust. So you want to open the window and enjoy the breeze and the scent and the beauty this life has to offer, and energies and spiritual work and la la la. But you want to put up also a net to screen things that are unwanted. So having a leaky aura is something like that. It's like having an open window without a net. Always surround yourself with a bowl of with an imagined bubble of light, of gold, of silver, whatever color you feel safe in, that that you mention. I want to be open to knowledge and to energy, but in a way that is safe and benefic for me. I'm welcoming benefic energy, not all energies. Okay, you're not going to go to sleep with your door unlocked in the middle of a hub city, right? So why would you do that with your energy? There's a war going on in the universe between dark and light. We're going through a major transition, and the gaps between the energies and the frequencies are growing and growing and growing. And the more the light is being pulled up, the more the shadows are trying to pull us back down. The struggle is bigger. Don't feed to the negative energies. And when I say don't feed to the negative energies, I don't mean don't do the shadow work. Okay, because you have to go through your pain in order to heal. But do it in a way that doesn't just, throw your vitality under the bus. Yeah, it means discerning. Who do you give your energy to? Who do you trust? I'm not encouraging paranoia, but I feel like I'm tapping into a lot of Aquarians out there that their boundaries are not, or weren't strong enough. And as you focus so hard on healing that which is dead, you're ignoring the crops behind you that have a chance, that are alive, that needs you to put your effort into them. Because if you keep trying to raise the dead, in the meantime, what is living, because of because of neglect, will die as well. And then by the time you figure out that there's nothing to do about it, you turn around and you're like, oh, but I looked, last time I looked back, you were fine. Well, yeah, it's been a good few months that you were focused on the rot. Now this is dead too. Don't do that. Let's finalize this message for January, and then I'll pull out some animal spirit. Yeah, you can look. Of course. Okay. 2 more cards. Okay. I guess it's 3 more cards. Hold on. Okay. So, I have here 9 of Cups and Temperance, which is fantastic. And I have 2 of Wands. A lot of fire. A whole lot of fire and a whole lot of water. Literally, all I have is fire and water. And the only earth energy that I have here is 5 of Pentacles, which is not a good earth energy. It's an energy of lack. So some of you might have if you want to balance your finances, you have to balance your energy and your sense of abundance. You see this burning in the background? Like a volcano erupting or something. It really looks to me like this tower here. I'm just gonna hold on. Okay, there we go. Now it won't bother us. And as you distance yourself from destruction and focus on balancing and healing, right? As you distance yourself from what is rot and start raising your head up to the heaven, to all the abundance that is around you, that's when it will actually rain on you, pour on you. So a lot of you, if you want to fix your finances, fix your energetic field. Work on your energetic, emotional, psychological boundaries. And that will result in closing the hole in the bucket. So things that come in, instead of just spilling out, they'll just grow. Like one income will manifest another, instead of just closing up a hole and now I'm waiting for another one, right? Two of Wands, you need to learn how to work with your will and with your energy, and not block your manifestation. There's a lot of stormy clouds here that you have to send your fire to, your heat, your will, your passion, and that will generate, instead of dark clouds, rain of blessing that will grow your crop instead of killing your crop. Right? Heat will reach the cloud, and somehow, with the alchemy of the combination between the, I don't know, temperatures, rain will pour. Here, the clouds are denying growth. Crops is dead. Here, the cloud are bringing down rain. What's the difference? The difference? How you work with your energy, how you're balancing yourself. Instead of letting yourself go in many different directions and having your energy spread thin, you have it work together. Make sure it's focused, and it needs to happen in the littlest things. When it comes to setting boundaries, set boundaries with your neighbors, set boundaries with your family members, set boundaries with your coworkers, set boundaries with yourself. Put on the alarm clock. This is how I sleep, no more than 8 hours, 8-9 hours, because more than that, it's a waste of my time. Whatever. I'm not saying what your boundaries are. I watch X amount of Netflix, X amount of time of Netflix, because more than that, it comes at the expense of my social life and of my work and so on. Set boundaries. No, I'm not helping you with that thing, because the last 3 times I've asked you to help me with something, you shut the door on me and said no. So I'm not going to play holy martyr and now say yes to teach you how to be good. No, fuckface, no. I don't mean you're a fuckface. I mean you need to tell someone that they're a fuckface, or just think it. Sorry, you know what I mean. This scream to learn how to be discerning and focus your energy in what is worth your while and what gives you reciprocity, and that will echo it larger and larger and will bring more and more of it. That's how you learn in the Two of Wands. Sorry, there are some things I like to do. Oh, Chariot, of course. Of course. And don't mix 2 materials that can cause an explosion. You know, if you're dabbling with alchemy. Be smart about it. You know, before you learn how to mix 2 matters that are not supposed to be mixing together, first learn how to mix matters that do work together, okay? Before you try to make a creme brulee, try to make a simple cake first, you know? Practice. Because if you go straight to the creme brulee, you'll burn the shit out of it. Someone took your energy, Aqua, and now you're working on bringing it back. Make sure it doesn't bite you in the ass. Work with it. Smart. Be smart about it, because you used to really know how to handle your own energy because it was yours to live with. But when you lost it a little bit, and now you're getting it back, you need to readjust. Okay, it's like when I took a long break, like 6 months from karate. When I came back, I could have technically attended a promotion to the next rank, but I'm like, no, I need more time to Renma, to keep polishing the foundations that I haven't worked on. And yes, I already know these things. Yes, I've already did these things, but my body was physically away from them. So let's now do them slowly and more accurately before we move forward. Same with how you're working with your energy now. Bring it back to you, yes, but then learn how to temper it. And that will make the difference between a complete fallout, an explosion, to a complete rise, an ascension. Okay, Aqua, 50 minutes in. Quickly, spirit animals for Aqua for January, and then I'll move on to your karmic liberation. Ooh, the bee. Who else had the bee? It was Ophiuchus, 13th sign. They also had dragonfly, which was kind of defeating the laws of aerodynamics. Anyway, but we're focusing on Aquarius now. Oh, you might have something in common with Ophiuchus then, because last month I did an Aquarius reading that I named also Ophiuchus. It was very Ophiuchus energy-like, so maybe you want to watch Ophiuchus for this month, for January. Rabbit and fish. Bee, rabbit, and fish. Aww. Okay, this is air, earth, water. Again, the earth element needs strengthening, because rabbit is very, very sweet energy, but also very timid and doesn't really feel safe. But then again, both rabbit and fish and the bee are great symbols of good fortune and abundance and procreation. So for those of you who are looking to conceive, this could be a very good time. For those of you whom it's not about conceiving in children, then this is about financial abundance. Learn how to focus your energy once again, and see. I love this aura around this bee. It is so full of light, and it has gaps. It's like it's open to light and to information, but it's also very warm and embracing and protective. So the bee is both free and safe. I think this waning moon that we're having now, on the 26th, I'm recording this on the 20th, right? On the 26th, it's a new moon. So those of you who are watching this as I upload this, like in the next couple of days, until the 26th, it's a waning moon. I want you to really focus on your energy of abundance and on strengthening your aura by constantly imagining light around you. I know it's like an obvious, but I'm getting a strong signal from that. Some of you eat honey, put honey in your tea, take a spoon of honey every day, something about, but with the intent of asking for the energy of sweet abundance from bees. Also, bees have this amazing ability to transfer between dimensions safely, because they know how to shift their energy without letting it hurt. And currently, some of you have a very slippery, thin spread energy. You have a lot of abundance energy, but it's like it's scattered in a way. Possibly between a lot of friendships, love connections, people that you have on your mind. Cleanse, cleanse, cleanse. And ask for focused, sweet energy from the spirit of the bees by eating honey and putting your intent in it. Some of you are working very, very hard and constantly feel like the money is slipping away. Let's figure this out. Okay? All right, Aqua, this is a long-ass reading. I'm so sorry. Love you guys. Check out the description box for all the fun stuff. and my services. To book a private reading, go to theexistentialshift.as.me. Press the subscribe and the bell button next to it. I will see you in a sec on Vimeo on your special karmic extended. Happy New Year.